is 6:15 and time now for What's Trending. Registration to participate in a competition aimed at removing Bernese pythons from South Florida has begun. The snakes are not native to Florida. Invasive Bernese pythons prey on birds, mammals, and other reptiles and have a negative impact on the Everglades' unique ecosystem. The 10-day event to find and kill Bernese pythons is open to both professional and novice participants. It will start August 5th. Governor Ron DeSantis announced more details of the 2022 Florida Python Challenge on Thursday, saying that participants can win prizes and that they will be doing a public service. Participants in the competition are not allowed to use guns to hunt the snakes, and in 2021, Charlie Datchton removed a record 41 pythons, and prizes include $2,500 for the most pythons captured and $1,500 for the longest snake. And yeah. I don't know if, I think it'd be kind of fun in a way, but I am definitely not skillful hunter like these guys are. How about you,
well, this is the thing. I lived in South Florida for a while, and this was, you know, the pythons, they're invasive, right? So they want to get them out of there as fast as they can. They're killing all like the raccoons and small rodents in the Everglades, which is not great for the environment, and that you get a mass of people out there who can get rid of them without using guns, and it's really kind of a sport now down there for them that attracts a lot of people.
Yeah, how many, like how overpopulated are these pythons in the area, do you know?
I don't know the numbers, but I know it routinely makes the headlines in terms of, you know, these pythons that are killing off all the smaller mid-sized rodents, right, which are part of the food chain for the larger ones, and that's causing an issue with the, you know, the native, you know, animals that belong in the Everglades. So
they don't go after the alligators. It was just like
right, it's the middle of the road ones. That's kind of killing that food chain piece of it, which is causing lots of problems because then the alligators have problems as well up the food chain. So there you go. So let's talk about planes, shall we? All right. You know, this could be how people fly the friendly skies here in the future. This week, the Chase Lounge airplane seat concept debuted at the 2022 Aircraft Interior Expo in Germany. The prototype features a double-decker style seating arrangement for airplanes. Flyers would access the top level using two ladder-like steps. Frustration with the current lack of legroom prompted the idea. The design even has a footrest for added comfort. Overhead cabins had to be removed to create the top level. Instead, there is a space between the levels for travelers to store their luggage. So I kind of like this idea.
Yeah, I like it as well. And when I flew back from Nashville to I guess Chicago to Wausau Airport, because like I get the connector, I was put in the last row, and I am 6'4", if anyone wondered, and I didn't have much leg room in there to begin with. So this also reminds me of the double-decker buses that you see over in London, and I think Niagara Falls.
I think it's
Niagara Falls. I have been on one, and I've never been to England, so I think it was Niagara Falls, if I had to remember.
So this is great. So I've been doing lots of traveling. I have my series, of course, Where in the World is Jeff, and you know, so Delta Airlines tends to upgrade me, but I've sat, you know, in the you know, regular seats, and they're, I mean, you're like this, right? And they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and the planes are full again. Like all the planes are full again. So like the comfort level is just not there anymore. So like stuff like that, you know, I think is a good idea.
And you being a pilot, I don't know if you have any experience with this, but do you think it'd be harder to fly?
Yes, I mean, absolutely. I mean, the bigger, so the bigger the aircraft, the more technology is involved in it. So literally nowadays, you can literally press an autopilot and the plane takes off and lands itself, right? But the, you know, skilled pilots are behind the yoke to make sure that they're, you know, making sure it's happening correctly. So I mean, big planes are not hard to fly. I prefer flying the smaller ones because you literally feel every bump. And I like feeling every bump.
Oh, that could be scary in the same way. So, well, taking a turn to our last story, in Maryland, a couple of dads who call themselves Bus Stop Pups gave a group of elementary school kids a special end-of-the-year school year send-off on Thursday. The dads have been working hard to make the school year fun after their daughters started kindergarten this year. Adam Selman and Nick Jones met when their daughters both started kindergarten this year, and they got the idea to have some fun. When the kids were coming back, Jones hatched the idea, saying, "Wouldn't it be ridiculous if we were in a costume when they came back?" And from then, they had different costumes each week. They have done upside-down handstands, gorillas, T-Rex chasing an archaeologist, Elf on the Shelf, and they also done Pie in the Face. But for the end of the year, the Pops were jumping on a trampoline and in cap and gowns, signifying a graduation.
Elf on the Shelf.
For the embarrassing part, both the Pops say it is fun now when they appreciate it, and it'll be even more fun when they do get embarrassed from it later on in
life.
That.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Have some fun, people. Do things like this and just have some fun with it. So.
Yeah, all the kids were definitely loving it too.
For sure.
From they were.
It's memorable. Make it memorable.
And they
all
look
right,
forward to it as well.